What's going on, you guys? Jay here, and welcome back to the channel. The market's looking absolutely beautiful on this Monday morning, and what I'm currently doing is assessing my situation. I'm looking at the market, I'm thinking about the future, and I'm really starting to understand the power behind AI. Everybody in the coming years ahead is going to have an AI agent. You might even have an AI girlfriend. It's going to get absolutely crazy, to the point where you're likely to see your teenage children having their own AI agents. So, what I've been looking at is these Solana grants that went out specifically to AI infrastructure. And what I've come across is TARS. And this is, pound for pound, from my perspective, one of the best possible investments I might make in 2025. According to Bloomberg Intelligence back in 2022, they stated that the AI market itself was going to grow by around 1.3 trillion over the course of the next 10 years, and this was from a market size of just $40 billion. They further point out that the rising demand for these generative AI products could add around another 280 billion of new software revenue driven by specialized assistants, new infrastructure products, and co-pilots that accelerate coding. So companies like Amazon Web Service, Microsoft, Google, and Nvidia could be the biggest beneficiaries of this new advancing AI technology. So getting back onto TARS and really explaining why I decided to grab a bag of this now before the market begins moving upwards, and we do eventually start to see that march onwards to a $1 trillion plus market cap for the AI sector. But before we go any further, you guys, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, drop a comment on the way out, and hit the notifications bell to stay informed. I mentioned that TARS AI was a recipient of the Solana AI grant, and this was a huge part of making my decision to invest a small amount into this coin for the indefinite future. And I'm going to be riding it up. If the market itself is going to be growing by that much to that point, how much is it going to grow past that point? How long is this thing going to continue rising? If you could have bought Tesla stocks when they were at their minimal cost right now, you would do it, knowing what you know. The issue is we just don't know how far things like this are going to go. But when you're the only AI product backed by the Solana ecosystem itself, it's probably going to get pretty big at this point. So it's positioning itself at the intersection of AI and blockchain technology. They're leveraging Solana's high speed, low cost infrastructure to really enable the creation and tokenization and trading of AI agents. We need to understand is this approach is not just going to allow those who are current, but those who are coming in the future to really develop and grow organizations, and they're probably going to build, they're going to monetize more of these AI applications, and it's all going to be done within a decentralized ecosystem. So we're talking about moving beyond the traditional centralized AI platforms. What I like most about TARS AI currently is the fact that they've brought everything that is available AI wise into one convenient place, and this is all going to be driving the value of the coin. And on top of that, you've got the ability to come on board and build. This is vital in a future where everybody realistically wants to try to stake a claim in this up and coming sector that is cryptocurrency. So what we've got here on the screen is TGPT, which is the TARS GPT model. And what this is going to do is offer anyone AI powered search and assistance. But guess what? It's tailored to Web3 and blockchain products. This is really going to streamline a lot of different developers out there, especially if they're building on a product where they're offering their own AI intelligence model. Moving over to Sonar, I think this is brilliant because, yeah, you can download it on your Android soon, but you can also use it on the Solana Sage. And this is an AI powered mobile assistant. You can hodl and stake tokens, make calls, track and trade tokens, schedule meetings, swap across chains, play music. It's endless at this point, and it's going to continue pushing the boundaries of AI technology. You've got provide liquidity, you've got token and project discovery, you've got all of these amazing things, and then you've got market research on top of that. This is going to allow you to do everything you need to do on the go. You're not going to need to rely on that centralized AI product that you may or may not be using on your mobile device. And it doesn't stop there. We've got TARS Research, which is a foundation for publishing papers focused on developments and advancements in Web3 and AI. This kind of stuff is priceless from my perspective. I'm a developer, I'm a content creator, and I'm a validator on the LUNC blockchain. And there's simply not enough material available for those that want to build, that want to come on board. So the fact that they're taking all of this into account is crucial. And again, this is going to help you come into crypto, or a friend you know, anyone, to actually stake a claim, to have the resources available to learn. That's why CZ Binance himself is a big advocate of not-for-profit learning programs that he's pushing out at the moment. I think this is definitely the first thing that we need to focus on in crypto, is educating the other 99% on exactly how to use and utilize this new upcoming technology. After all, AI is supposed to make things easier for the average Joe. So I've brought up on my screen the staking module here, and I think, again, this is a crucial part of grabbing some coins and sitting on them for that long-term perspective. I dollar cost average into LUNC consistently, but I also gain a lot of extra free dollar cost averaging simply from staking the bag that I'm committed to holding for the indefinite future. So what we've got here is a decent amount stake. You can pick your lockup day period, which I think is pretty cool. You've got a 30-day lock, you've got a 6-month lock, and you've got a 1-year lock. I've dived in for the 1-year lock. Of course, I want that 18% APY. Of course, I'm going to be around for that indefinite future. And I'm definitely going to be trying to use and utilize this technology and show the community here and those that may want to see in the future exactly what you can build as an everyday average Joe. Getting onto the AI agent market, which is a huge selling point of my investment this morning, is the fact that you can come here and you can create a AI program or a bot. So think about it: a customer service chatbot, a trading algorithm, maybe a virtual assistant, maybe even a recommendation engine in the future. The limitations are unfound at this point, and essentially, when you deploy one of these AI agents onto the marketplace for others to use, you're launching a tokenized asset. So it's linked to a digital token on the blockchain. You've got to think like an NFT, but for the AI programs that are being created. And that tokenization allows the ownership of that AI agent that you've created to be bought, sold, rented, or even licensed. You guys, this could be absolutely huge in the years ahead. And when I've gone out and done some more research, I can see that TARS AI was at GDC 2025 with Google. This is nuts. This is essentially what you want to see backing wise when it comes down to these AI products. And supposedly with Nvidia, with Google, as we showed you at the beginning, going to be leading this market. Well, maybe, just maybe, TARS AI is going to be part of that bigger market. They've got a listing recently on KuCoin, which again was very positive to see. This is exposure to 40 plus million users across 200 plus countries. They've got a very good position here right now. Okay, but poking around on X this morning and actually looking a little bit deeper, I figured out that they've launched a buyback, and this is round 2, and they're going to be grabbing 15 million TIE tokens over the next 3 to 4 weeks. And this round continues to amplify trust. They're stating it's going to strengthen value for the holders and accelerate momentum across Solana's AI frontier. This in itself is going to drive the price of a coin, on top of the major adoption that's coming in, on top of the market going completely bullish on us last week and going into this week. So if we are due for this big move upwards, well, I want to be in a little bit of everything. I want to find something that's in AI. I want to find something that's maybe a Bitcoin protocol that I was talking about yesterday afternoon on X. There's all of these different opportunities out there. And what I don't want to find myself in is a position where the market's evolving and we're not evolving with it. I think this is going to be huge. I'm going to be probably maybe dollar cost averaging a little bit more in as time goes on. But if you opt in for the staking like I have, well, then you're going to be getting $3 cost averaging back while you're holding for the long term. But let me know what you guys think about this. Maybe some of you had found this before I had. Maybe you picked up on the fact that they were a recipient of the Solana AI grant and to be the only AI product backed by Solana. But yeah, guys, look, like, subscribe, comment, hit notifications bell on the way out if you want to see more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.